Yo, what's up, dudes? I accidentally deleted the last video I uploaded, which I just took as a sign. It was kind of long, it was rambly. All my videos are rambly. Maybe I should make them less rambly. Now I'm rambling. Whatever. I read this book the other day. It's really short. Anything You Want. I need to start reviewing the books I'm reading. Always wanted to do that. I'm reading a lot of books now. It was written by Derek Sivers. He created CD Baby. And it's pretty cool. Like, the way he did his business was, like, just not the way most people do business. For him, it wasn't about making money. It was about, you know, doing awesome things for musicians. It all started because he was a musician and he wanted to sell stuff online, did it for friends, and then it got all crazy. And when he sold the business for $23 million, he like created a non-profit organization. This is spoiler alert. It's a short book though. It's like an hour to read. He created this non-profit organization. When it got purchased, all the money went to this non-profit organization for musicians, and now he pays himself out of that non-profit, and that's how he rolls. So he actually doesn't have access to all that $23 million money. It's, you know, in the nonprofit, and he gets paid out of it. And the whole, like, one of the main points of the book was, I'm going to take a couple main points, but one that I like the most, and one that I just agree with and that I want to do, is that when you're creating a business, it's not about the money. It's about doing something awesome for your clients and awesome for your employees, as opposed to it just being focused on money. So you're trying to squeeze as much time out of your employees for as little money as possible. You're cutting corners and all that. So yeah, finding that nice balance. And then for him, you know, the work-life balance. Something else was cool for him. Like he liked programming, and there's a few things he liked doing, and he just did himself. Even people are like, dude, you could have someone else do this faster. And he was like, nah, man. I like programming, and I'm learning. So that was kind of cool. Like, he just kept building the site himself for the longest time, it sounds like. And there's some other cool tidbits, knowledge of information. One thing he had in there, because, man, I brought it up in the video that accidentally got deleted. And the one before that about the pickup artist community, and it's interesting what happened with that, like, it turning into, you know, it's a big online business. David D'Angelo, if you know about that stuff, real name, Evan Pagan, I saw him speak live once at this marketing thing, but he created this huge online business. Oh yeah, I thought I'd shoot the video like in the Cadillac, so it's like, yeah, I don't know. But so mixing that and, like, for like 10 years, all I've been thinking about is personal development. And, you know, there's a personal development book I want to write that's, you know, part system, part autobiography. The old title would have had something to do with owning life. The new title is about flow, about flowing. But I want to create a, you know, community to, you know, again, teach people, you know, the things I know, learn from people who know things. Everybody's sharing, and we're all, like, getting better. I do plan on charging money for that at some point in the future. But what I'd like to do, this is based off what I read in that book, you know, is just start providing the service to the same level that I would if it was for money. You know, just do it like right now. And I can do a real simple version inside of just Facebook. I can just make a Facebook group, and it would be like, it'd be really specific to, like, I have a system now, like, I'm using the system for myself. And it, you know, I've been using it, you know, well, I've been refining it over a lot of years, and it's really simple. And it's basically put me in the position I'm in now. My problem before, I was like using the system and, you know, being Milltown kid and like doing a million things. Now I'm like, I'm trying to use it the way I would like tell someone else to do it, like, as opposed to me just being like, I'm doing everything. And like the cool thing that came from it, if you just want to know, like I had, you know, a goal of mine in there was to be a digital marketing strategist. And then I, you know, like that's what I'm doing now. I'm doing it for one company, and then we're building a separate company to do the same thing that we're doing for his to other businesses. And it's cool. And I had one goal. My goal for the year, and I exceeded it already, was to make $1,000 a month online working remotely, and I did that. And I, you know, the next goal is 2,000, and I'm not far away from that. And then, you know, and this is like take home after taxes and everything. And yeah, I pulled that off. From the time I wrote that to, you know, pulling it off was like, well, less than a year. And yeah, like I, you know, like, and the thing about like the system I'm creating, like actually the main point of the system I'm creating is it's super simple for people to find the proper systems for what they want to do. So the system is really designed to help you create your own system. Like the basic part will not change, but what will change, like for me, once you have clarity in what you're trying to do, then you got to go find, you find the information for it, right? So let's say you want to create a band and sell, 1,000 or 10,000 albums. I'm not going to be able to tell you how to do that. But what I can tell you how to do is, get those goals kind of refined and clear, and then, develop a strategy for finding the right, whatever, books and it's not like you end up like, just when you get clear, you know where to look and go for what it is you want to do. And then you get better and better at that over time. You get better at making clear goals, whatever. So I'd like to start doing that now. And again, I'd like to charge money for it. And the charging money is, I don't want to make money from it. I just want people to take it seriously. But just from I can do a very basic version, just by setting up a Facebook group. So I'm going to do that, and the group is going to be specifically about that process, making those goals. Oh, I'm at a drive-in. About to, my food might come in a second. I better wrap this up. It probably is coming any moment now. But to refine that process, make it better for myself, show you how to do it, learn from it. The point also is I want to create all these tools and stuff, and then people are like, oh man, I made all these changes. Here's how I can do it better for people who are into music. Or here's how, I like what you've done for your whatever, but here's how we could do, I've found some other, tools and tricks. Because everything I have is stuff I plucked from other places. So I want it to be open source, just like Linux or something, the Mac, the Macs all run a version of FreeBSD, which is awesome. They took something that was there, they made it awesome for them, but then there's other version of Linux, running the internet, and Linux designed for that. So I'm thinking the same kind of thing with this, with personal development. Make it open source, make it, yeah. Anyhow, yeah, if you want to get down on that, send me an email, CaseyAbbottPayne@gmail. I'll set up the group, and just put flow to your dream in the subject. And that's it. Then we'll have a little conversation. If it all makes sense, then I'll throw you in the group, and then we'll converse there. And sounds good. Oh, the reason I'm doing this, related, I'll cut this before 10 minutes, but the reason I'm doing this related to that book, Anything You Want by Derek Sivers, is he's like, hey, you can start today. What's the easiest, simplest way you can get rolling today? And he said charge money, and I guess I could do that, but I want to refine it a little bit with some test people. So if you want to jump in there, help me refine it, then you tell me I would pay for this because you just showed me this or that, blah, 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 whatever. So yeah. All right, dudes. Peace.